What is up, everybody? Let's go. Okay. Oh, yes, I rolled low on initiative. This is the first time I started streaming a little late in a hot minute. It's been a crazy day. Lots of things banging around. Woo. So, we're going to build a dungeon. Let's go. Yes, I was lurking. I was sitting here for 10 minutes lurking, just watching. No fun allowed. My day is going great. It has been jam-packed start to finish, but let's build a dungeon. I want to do this together with you guys, show you the behind the scenes of all this stuff. Wait. Oh yeah, sorry. Live stream mode. Check it out. So I do one of two live streams. I either do Q&As or campaign builders and something, let you behind the scenes. No players allowed, as in my players. You guys as players, y'all are of course allowed. See the behind the scenes of what goes on. This campaign, I do it in Notion. That's usually a question I get a lot is, what are you clicking around in? Where'd my mouse go? There we go. There we go. We are going to do make a dungeon specifically. My players are about to head west, sorry. Cardinal directions are hard. They're heading west in a 2 weeks travel. That's a whole nother conversation we could have, is travel. I am testing and play testing all my travel systems from Alcander's Almanac of all things, which is really fun. And I literally threw multiple travel systems at my players during the same stretch of travel and getting feedback. I'm feeling it out, making notes the whole time. So true homebrew DM. Play testing on my own players, of course. So they are heading towards the Grasslands Nation, the Nation of Chagra. There's a outpost base that is held down, high security, and they're an infiltration stealth team that's trying to break in there, get some information, and then head north of there to the ruins. This outpost and the Nation of Chagra goes like ruin hopping, and they have these like ruin delving teams that go in these places. But the Wanderers, this wandering band of nomads, has taken hold in this abandoned ruins. What are these ruins? What is it for? Oh, that's what we're going to do tonight. The Wanderers have set up base inside these ruins and are inside the very first layer of the ruins. They can't figure out how to get into the ruins, but that's where my players come in. And then the Grasslands, the Nation of Chagra, I'm going to call it by the nation's actual name. The Nation of Chagra has this outpost that's kind of stationed a little bit away so they can like gather their forces up, regroup, and then attack and stuff. And that's what they've been kind of staging for a while. So my players are headed to there. They'll have an adventure here, and then they'll most likely at some point go into the ruins, which leads us to the ruins. And I want to make this a big banging dungeon. Like we're going full dungeon mode here. Like, because in general, my campaigns tend to not be very dungeon delvy, right? I like to have dungeons in the form of like a castle that's abandoned, or a bandit hideout, or a cavern of some kind, a classic dungeon. I want to see when it happens, and when it does, I want to dive into it, right? And make it a really memorable experience. I did this before in my last campaigns, and I want to make them really memorable, and I want to hit it hard. This is session 10, or they've had 10 sessions, and I really want to kind of hit them hard at the beginning and then show this whole ruins system and stuff. So, big dungeon, heck yeah, let's do it. Sebastian's ready. Vile Kerr's ready. Okay, so how this also works is this is the I guess it's me right now. This is the boss. Any super chats donated during the stream, appreciate it, and they kill the boss. And then if you land the killing blow on the boss, you become the boss. And we have a stream goal as well. If we hit the stream goal, I buy somebody a D&D book. If you're a patron, and if you're not a patron, I give you any sort of PDFs on my website, and I just start making it rain with PDFs and stuff. So I think that's about it. Oh, and since this is a campaign builder live stream, instead of Q&As, because usually people would super chat and do a Q&A, and then I jump to the front of the line type question stuff. We figured this out last time together, but if you want to name an NPC, then I have a list right here, and I will name you as an NPC. If your name is like Sebastian3457, I'll probably go with Sebastian. But if it's a name that doesn't make sense in my world, I'll give it a cool flair and put it in there, and then I'll put you as an NPC in my world. So let's do it. Reno went crazy last time, and he did like $50 super chat, so he's going to be a really big NPC in this thing coming up that I'll share with him once that once that thing comes. But without further ado, let's dive in. I got a brand new setup here too. Check it out. So this is my Notion, right? So this is my Notion. Here it goes. This is the campaign builder. I have session 7 right here. There you go. Session 7's ready to go. The housekeeping stuff, and then we got the rest: travel, the person they meet, the base they're going to, all this kind of stuff, the base's quirks and the different locations. I have a map and stuff. Anyway, that's session 11. We're prepping up for session maybe 13 or something like that. We're ahead, planning ahead. So also, let me check. Also, as far as the chat goes, if I kept constantly going back and forth through chat, the dungeon coach finally coaching dungeons. I need to make a video on how to make a dungeon. So that's my method, at least. So anyway, there will be times in the chat where I ask you guys for like brainstorm stuff, and then I'm going to really go to the chat to dive through all that stuff. If you guys, of course, go back and forth, I'm going to be kind of checking in from now and then. So I just wanted you guys to see the process, because I am not ready. I have purposely, and like I said before in these live streams, I have not prepped this dungeon. I've not even prepped the dungeon for this live stream, because I want you guys to see the real thing. I don't want to be like, okay, I'm going to do a live stream tonight, so let me get it all nice and pretty, and then it all falls into place. You know what I mean? I hope we hit a wall. I hope we hit some sort of like, man, I don't know what to do with this. Ooh, you know what I mean? And we work through it and stuff. So, oh, here's the new setup. Ooh, check this out. Look at that. Look at that. What? Look at that. That's cool. I got my thing just in case we got some paper action going. I got the, there we go. We got a super chat. Hello. And then I got the Notion right here. I don't know if that's big enough. And then I'm at the corner. I don't know. I'm working on it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. We got a super chat. Whoa, Rena. Speak of the devil. I literally are you a second NPC now, or did your NPC just upgrade? Let's see what you say. Okay, but hear me out. What if opening the ruins awakens a sleeping ancient horror somewhere else in the world that tracks the party looking for the item that they find in the dungeon? Ooh, he's throwing out stuff. And hey, you can always super chat for the story nugget ideas, because of course I'll see him, and then we might throw it in there, might not. But Reno's actually touching on something that I'm going to be having in here is they are going to awake a sleeping ancient horror. But how I have it thought up so far, because I want this sleeping horror to be in this one, because there was a big fight that happened here as far as the lore of my campaign. Because a lot of times people have really great ideas, like Reno's idea right here, super awesome, I love it, and it's tracking down the party. Ooh, yes, I love stuff like that. But whenever I scan it through my world and think about like where this thing would go, this ruins was going to unleash something from this ruins, right? So there's going to be that's going to be a whole thing there. And then it will definitely be a sleeping horror awakened. It's going to be kind of a demigorgon type situation. It's going to be an abomination, just as a little teaser there. I have a demigorgon mini that I actually might even just straight up use a demigorgon, because it kind of fits the abomination type feel of what these things are in this ruin. So very nice. Love it. And there is an artifact in this thing that they're going to take as well. So that all is kind of playing together. Now, here we go. This is how I'm going to be doing this thing. Bing bang. These are my goals. Whenever I'm building a dungeon, I stop myself. I'm like, why am I banking this? What do I want them to accomplish? Like, what I want it to accomplish with the dungeon, and what do I want them to be left with at the end, right? Not that I'm writing the end. It's just like the purpose. Like, why make this? You know what I'm saying? Is this good? Okay. So I want to introduce them to fallen civilizations. I guess these are all sub goals. Sub as in not subscribers. Subscribe, that's a sub goal. No, not like that. There's like smaller goals. I didn't end up doing that this time. Introduce the ancient fallen civilization. I want them to understand something that you do need to understand about the lore of my world. If you haven't checked it out on my second channel, Dungeon Coach Plays, links down in the description, is there was currently, whenever the campaign started, there were 5 nations. As they were playing around session 5, nation 5, the 5th nation, the forest nation, has fallen, and no one remembers about the forest nation. There's this huge memory wipe almost that happened across the world, and everyone only ever remembers that there's ever been 4 nations. But what the players don't know is there's actually been more nations, and as they've kind of played and started to figure out some stuff, they found out there's 7 nations. What they really don't know is there's actually 10 nations in the past. There was 10 nations, and it's been and it's down to 4 now. trying to get towards none, right? Because this is the whole thing is a cycle, similar to I think Halo did this. I think Mass Effect did this with the Sovereign and the cycles of stuff. They are going to be erased and wiped out, and this has happened before, which leads us to the ruins. What happened in the current timeline is there was 10 nations, and then there was a great flood. There was an earthquake, and there was a great flood, and it wiped out 2 of the nations. And then the 2 nations thought it was a betrayal, and they're like, "What that?" And they revolted and turned against everybody, and it caused chaos and broke up the peace because they thought they were betrayed, when really it was just an earthquake. That's the huge mega spoiler of the whole campaign right there. But this has happened before. History has repeated itself because there was a previous 10 nations, and this was like an underground dwelling nations. All of these creatures lived underground. The environment was different. The weather was different. Magical energies all surrounding the air. They were an underground nation, and all of these nations lived underground. There was an earthquake and caused the collapse, and 2 of the nations were trapped under rubble. Most of their civilizations fallen, died or whatever, and those 2 nations revolted against, and you see the whole thing repeating itself, right? So these ruins are those ancient civilizations, right? These ancient cycle of me wanting now. I want to hint at these being another set of 10 nations. The players don't even know that there's 10 nations, much less the past 10 nations, right? So I want to hint at fallen nations, and I want them to trick them into thinking, ooh, they think currently, they know the campaign started with 5. They've figured out that there were 2 other nations through other little lore nuggets and little things they found here and there. I want them to think that they're in the ruins of another fallen nation of this batch of 10. See where I'm at? That's like my goal here. But really, this is even farther back. All right. So anyway, all right. So sweet. I was just seeing how many people we got here. What's up? What's up, Caleb? What's up, Reese? What's up? Oh, the Bug's here. Let's go. All right. So here's let's start diving through here. These are just different notes I have for the current nation's magic, the ancient nation's magic. Each nation of the 10 and the other 10 have a style of magic, a brand of magic that they have. I see Reese has a question about Gith. The other goals here is I want to get across the theme of betrayal. That was the thing that this whole story is based around betrayal and then being and thinking that they've been betrayed, and it's opening up and trusting each other and coming together to accomplish more than we could individually. Oh, that's like the big theme here. So there's also themes of memory and memory loss. I want to hit that as well. And then there's themes of earthquakes and this whole thing about this whole like earthquakes causing all of these types of things. So there's going to be some earthquakes. And this nation, the current set of ruins, there was again 10 ancient nations and 10 current nations. That's how I've kind of separated them. This ruins is the ancient nation, I think, of Zorinth. I think that's the name here. It's further down there. But this nation is known for their revival magic. Ooh, their revival magic. So it is heavily sought after now, and there's some weird things. Other people don't necessarily know that it's the revival magic, but there's been some sort of necromancy auras emanating from this place. Necromancy magic has been coming around these ruins, and it sparked some attention of other nations coming to see what's going on here. And here we are. So there's gonna be some sort of revival things going on, and then okay, cool. I want to make sure there's dungeon loot in there. That's an obvious one. I make sure there's traps, riddles, and puzzles, of course. And ancient races. I want to introduce. There are 10 nations in the world that are known, and there's 10 other races in the world that are the ancient races. Gith is the Githzerai, Githraki, Githyanki. I call them Githzerai for copyright reasons in my Limbo PDF stuff. So I'm saying Gith. Gith is the race of this place we're going to. There are like almost gaunt skinned, you know what Gith people look like. This is the race that is most prevalent here. Obviously they intermingle and mix around there, but that's why I have that little note there. So moving on. Entrances. There are 3 entrances to this ruins. A revival pond, a memory wipe puzzle, and a water quake puzzle. And the big thing that I wanted to make sure to hammer in here is that the Wanderers have the Wanderers are a group of a nation of wandering people, like nomadic people, and then Shagra is the other grasslands nation of the largest nation in all of the land, and they're huge and they're the biggest one, and they kind of reach out everywhere. So these 2 are kind of fighting for it, and then the nation of Aldor, which is where my players are from, the Tech Nation, they are kind of being sent out here on a stealth mission because Aldor's army is not big enough to throw down here. But anyway, so now there's 3 entrances, which will bring us to this. Check it out. Here we go. This was my original. Let me see. I gotta make sure I move this over here so y'all can hear me. All right, cool. This was my original mock-up. Doesn't it look great, y'all? Aren't I great? My first major in college was art. I haven't shown y'all anything I've drawn yet. I think there's one video where I've showed something. Anyway, so this is the Wanderer's Cave entrance, or the Wanderer's entrance. It's like an excavation site, like when archaeologists like set up a dig or set up an excavation site. This is kind of where I'm thinking of it right here. I had an underwater entrance with some plant theme stuff, but there's too many themes going on, so I cut the plant theme. If you were here at last live stream, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is the revival entrance. There's gonna be a revival pond, and the necromancy stuff, things having to do with revival. And then this is a lightning entrance that I have since cut and changed to a memory entrance. I don't know why I'm writing that, because I'm going to erase all this anyway. This is just my little brainstorm session, so I'm going to trash that now. This is from the surface view. That last page I had was from the underground view of where things are at underground, and this is now a surface view of a bird's eye view, like, you know, a Google drone flying over the place. There's the ruins set up with the wanderers. There's a revival pond and the little thing over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm starting fresh with you guys. Here we go. Kind of hard to figure out letters. Wait, letters. Revival pond being a glimmer of a monster. A gimmick of a monster. Oh, like a pond mimic. I've seen that before. Okay, here we go. So, here's what I'm seeing. Here's what I'm thinking. Down here, can you see that? Yeah, okay, cool. Down here is Chagras. Okay, this is a sketch too, by the way. Like whenever I actually do this for real, I'm gonna actually write nicer so I can read it. So there we go. And if I get lost, I guess I can come back and watch this live stream and figure out what the heck I wrote. So a distance away is going to be the ruins. Okay, so wanderers camp. Okay, so this is where there's gonna be some sort of ruins and some sort of fallen this or that. But the picture I want to paint is, imagine like a hilltop, like a big, not a mountain, but like a big hilltop that's been like caved in, right? Because there was a city that lived under there. Imagine a city underground. It's this huge thing with like hundreds of feet tall, but then it gets caved in, and it's like it was hollow with everybody living inside there, and then caved in, right? And then the ruins that are here, which are like the structures and buildings, they had rubble fall on them, right? So there's going to be some sticking up. And so there's going to be, imagine like a flooded city, but the flood is rocks. See what I'm saying? So what things are going to be sticking up? There's going to be some sort of terrain things and like steeple stuff. I'm going to put even a taller steeple there just to remind myself. And these are obviously super terrible drawings. But I have this whole thing around here, and there's this little bit of a base camp. And then the wanderers, I'm just coming up with this part on the fly now. This is going to be some sort of barricade that they are protecting against this nation of Chagras. There's gonna be some sort of barricades hidden up on this side that they have. Let's just have it. They say there's another tall tower over here, and they've kind of like set up this whole situation. Okay, so maybe the nation of Chagras thinking about coming around the sides or whatever. Don't know. I do know there's the big bodies of water over here. So then this is gonna be water. And then there's like a forest situation over here. So this is the forest. Okay. The players will probably be coming from down here, and then they'll come up from this way. Right. Cool. So, before I dive into chat or anything, I want you guys to see this, raw process. The revival pond, this is going to be a crater, man. I'm talking freaking crater. I'm going to say crater. Okay. On the far side of the crater, there's going to be the revival pond. I wrote too hard. You like the purple pencil though? Revival pond, right? That's one entrance. I like to have multiple entrances to living dungeons or some bigger dungeons. I think one entrance just feels kind of weird. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense. So there's going to be an entrance where the wanderers have found. The wanderers have found an entrance, right? They have found an entrance. And then the revival pond is another entrance that people have not found. Lots of necromancy stuff. And I actually have a whole thing. Ooh, I can shift back. Bang, bang. There's a whole revival pond mechanics. This whole thing from here to there is the revival pond. So when the players go there, I have flavor text I'm going to say. I have mechanics of how it goes. It's like a little puzzle they got to figure out. Boom. Cool. What? My mouse is dying. Hello. There we go. The memory wipe puzzle is going to be inside here. Hey, we're back. So memory puzzle is going to be inside here, and I have to make it believable that the Wanderers can't figure it out. Like, why can't the Wanderers figure it out? Why are the players going to be able to figure it out if this entire group of people can't figure it out? What's so special about the players? You know, I don't want it to be like so coincidental, like, oh, they just happened to see it. Oh my goodness. We got a super chat, but I'm gonna finish this thought or I will forget it. So what has happened is, in the same memory things that's been going on with the campaign of these memory wipes that have been happening, these memory pulses that make people forget about entire nations. The players, each from their backstory, have a different reason why they're able to fight off that memory loss. So I feel like I can play on that because that's a big part of the campaign. What if this campsite has some sort of puzzle? They have some sort of thing that they're trying to figure out, but it wipes your memory in some way whenever you get to it. So then you can't go forward because your memory is affected, and then the players won't be affected by memory because they have these stronger memory capable things based on their backstory and all the other stuff going on. They would be able to figure it out. So side note for the memory puzzle, if you're interested in that, basically it's a puzzle with one person has to slide this thing through a bunch of stone, and the other person has to like move like a not Rubik's Cube, I guess, but like shifting things out of the way so they can find this little path to the center. This is big, huge stone, intricate, where you like twist and slide things and you're sliding like a little slide box. Like some games you see on Survivor, maybe. I don't know. I love Survivor. And then once you get it to the center, once you get the stone to the center, and the stone's constantly trying to go backwards. But once you get the stone to the center, there's a pulse that happens, and it sends a pulse out in like a 30-foot radius around it, right? And then as soon as this pulse is sent out, I'm gonna probably make it 60-foot radius. As soon as this pulse is sent out, it wipes the person's memory from just of solving that puzzle. And then there's this moment where they come, and then they'll release the thing and it slides back through, and then they're like, man, we can't figure it out. You know, imagine if you were to try and solve a puzzle and then you like solved it, and as soon as you solved it, there's this pulse of anti-memory magic that then made you reverse steps, and then, man, I just can't figure this thing out. And then you'd probably solve it again, pulse magic again, you see what I'm saying? And you get stuck in this loop where you feel like you can't solve it ever because it's just, man, it's just not working. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little flavor for this puzzle. I thought that was a cool little thing there. And then the third puzzle, which I had not figured out yet, is a water entrance puzzle from the side over here. There's going to be another entrance where the water is. And I'm going to say that, there we go. Y'all can see it here. There's going to be a water entrance right here. So, super chat. I heard a super chat. Hold up. Beard Bear. What a cool name. $20 super chat. Thank you, Beard Bear. Random question. Feel free to ignore. Thoughts on Valdris Spire of Secrets? Thoughts on Valdris Spire of Secrets? I've never heard of that, Beard Bear. Beard Bear, I feel bad. I haven't heard of that. Has anybody else heard of that? Wonders? No. Yeah, it's not a Q&A, but I super appreciate the $20 super chat. And I'm going to put I'm just gonna write down Beard, and I'm gonna have an NPC with a big old beard, and his last name's gonna be Beard, because that's freaking awesome. Appreciate it, dude, for real. I wish I knew what Valdris Spire of Secrets was. So Sebastian likes the memory puzzle. Thanks. Does your theme of memory loss allow for memory alterations, or is it just amnesia? The church in my setting is called Animus, but they don't go by Animus. They go by the church of light. And even though it has nothing to do with light, they can do modify memory, and they heavily use modify memory, and they use modify memory to make people think that nations are against each other. And think about the political intrigue you could do with modifying memory. Entire troops, they have gotten entire troops, and they will cast a modify memory on a mass amount of people to make them think that they just got attacked by the Wanderers, these dirty Wanderers, and then they like go attack the Wanderers because they thought that they got attacked, right? And then, you know what I'm saying? Or surviving people that just had this big skirmish, they will memory change them to make them think that a different nation attacked them. So, whoo, baby, yes, there's a lot of stuff. Okay. So I'll write that down, Beard Bear. Thank you. So the modify memory is definitely a big thing. In this case, it would just be a reversal, right? Like a snapshot, whoop, a minus 5 minutes reversal. So when you solve the puzzle, whoop, minus 5 minutes. So how they solve that, I don't know how the player's going to solve that. I can think of some stuff, but my thoughts, and this sounds fun, I have no idea what the player's going to do. I'll describe it in my breakdowns I do on my second channel. They're going to have two people need to solve it. And so that when the two people solve it, they're going to keep getting their memories wiped, right? And they forget. So what they're going to have to do is have people away. And when they solve it, right when they solve it, they're going to have to run in and grab the thing that was just solved to keep it in a solved position and then be able to open it and everything. So I think that's my thought as to how to solve it. Because as soon as the magic goes off, you'd have to have somebody that wasn't affected by it run in and stop hold it in position. Like, oh, okay, we got it, right? Because I'm going to have in general, off the top of my head, I'm going to have a 1 minute reset, it takes one, you can't just pulse magic to keep resetting memory. It's like a 1 minute cooldown, but when it resets itself, it takes you longer than 1 minute to solve this puzzle because it's pretty complicated, right? So there you go. There's I'm interested to see how they figure it out though, or maybe they stop it. Maybe they stab something in it to stop it from reversing. That'd be interesting. So there you go. Another super chat from Admiral Rum. Well, you know what this means. Oh baby, what's so funny is in this campaign, it's nations at war, baby. There's generals, there's admirals. There is 100% an Admiral Rum. Oh my gosh, you literally word for word are in the campaign now. That's so funny. I'm going to make you a captain of the grasslands. I'm going to make you a captain of an admiral from the grasslands army. Oh, that's the nation of Chagra, the base camp. I love that, grasslands. There you go. That's cool. Now back to the drawing board, literally drawing board. All right. So, this is where I don't know. And I can't not flush this out because last time that I had multiple entrances, the players went to the one entrance that I did not flush out as well. So I am traumatized. So I really want to hammer this in, right? That's why I have not marked it here, right? The pond I need one more thing for, but that's fine. I got it. Blue means I finished it. So I need to do the water, this water puzzle here. But here's one thing I want to do in this live stream is I flush out things in layers, right? I don't sit there and completely flush things out all the way through as I work through the dungeon. I feel like that would be exhausting, right? And coming up with an entire dungeon, it can be very intimidating, especially if you work through it, completely finishing each piece of the process, right? That would be like building a house from the front. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you build a house, I have never built a house before. This is maybe a bad analogy, but you get what I'm saying. You don't set up the front door and then build have the wood for the front of the house. And then you brick up the front of the house and there's not even anything behind it. And then you start pouring the concrete behind it and you start fully flushing out each step as you build it. No, you lay the slate of the whole thing. You block off the rooms and put the wood up and then you put, you know what I'm saying? It's steps. So I'm building this dungeon, like a house, you know what I'm saying? So, this is the surface level. This is the top looking down. So there we go. Now I'm going to get another piece of paper and I'm just going to have this. I'm literally going to toss this off to the side for a second. And we're underground now. So from the center here, I feel like I'm going to start it right here. So I'm going to start the Wanderers. In fact, now I'm going to write it up a little higher, give myself some room here. I want to be able to extend in both directions. So I'm going to put Wanderers. Okay, so we're right here in the center. This is that entrance for the Wanderer entrance, right? So if you were to overlap these, right? Look at this fancy diagrams here. If we were to overlap these, that entrance is this entrance, right? So there's going to be another entrance up here for the, I'm going to put it way up here, revival pool entrance, right? Cool. So there's two of the entrances. And then over here somewhere, I'm going to put it in the center. I'm going to put water. Yeah, water puzzle entrance. Okay. So there's my base. Oh, what the heck is that? What happened? Hello? Okay, wow. That was rough. Focus. So there's my layout. Now, shifting back to this. So, let me guide y'all through here a little bit, and then we might do a little bit of brainstorming. So these are the things, these are the pieces that are going into this dungeon. I have a lot of pieces, right? Again, I'm ordering the supplies for the house. Should I keep this house analogy going? I don't know. Give me purple hearts in the chat if the house analogy is actually good, or not. I don't know. And if not, just yeah, I'll come with something else. I love analogies. So anyway, I have a lot of different things that I'm going to put in this dungeon, but then you got to put them in the right order, in the right spots, right? And that make places that make sense, right? That's funny. Okay, so Lizzie, TJ, got it. Cool. Oh, Blur, toot. What? Why are you saying toot? Anyway, all right. Creatures. There's going to be creatures in here for sure. I have a golem protector. That is a big thing. The current set of civilization have Warforged protectors, and the ancient civilization had golem protectors. Another mirrored similarity, right? So there's going to be a golem protector, it's golem protector. You guys get the idea. And then there's an ancient race of people, and I want to introduce mind flayers. Mind flayers is one of the ancient races. Of one of those ancient 10 nations. I want to introduce that. I don't want to put a mind flayer in this because they're only level 3 and I want mind flayers to be scary, and I don't want to introduce them and then beat a mind flayer right now. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be afraid of mind flayers. And I thought about putting a mind flayer in here and then have to run away from it. But again, themes, right? I want them to run away from an earthquake. Right. So in this dungeon, there's going to be lots of different fights, lots of different stuff that they're going to fight and stuff. But the big final boss that they fight, there's going to be an item or maybe the boss itself or whatever that's going to cause this earthquake. And then the final fight is going to be them running away from like a skill challenge to get out of the falling rubble so they don't get buried in the ruins. That would be interesting. So let's keep going through this. We got super chat. Creature, a scatterbug. Oh my god. You know what? There is a race. One of the ancient races are insectoids. So scatterbug. I'm gonna have you either be one of those creatures, and it's gonna be called a scatterbug, or I'm going to name one of the creatures like a scatterand or something like that, or just name it Scat. And one of the bug people is gonna be called that. That's super cool. I love it. All right. So equipment of a mind flayer, having all the equipment of a mind flayer, having them find all of the equipment. Oh, so they find like the remnants. They're gonna find a statue of a mind flayer for sure. Okay. Dozens of Gith. Oh yeah, one mind flayer surrounded by dozens of Gith, representing it took an army to slay this one mind flayer. I like that. Nice job, Chimera. I'm going to put this down here. And so here's the thing. So creatures, I wouldn't put this under the creature category because it's not a creature. I'm going to put this down under keys, and I'm going to put mind flayer battle / vision / scene. Yeah, done. Cool. 1v12. Yeah. Boom. Love it. All right. So back to here. So there's the creatures. I want to also have, one second. Okay. Oh, undead could be here because this is the revival thing, right? That's interesting. So I'm going to put in another category here. Undead question marks. I don't know if I want undead here yet. Okay, so there's going to be undead that are warning the players not to go forward, and they're going to be like helpless spirits trying to warn them of the past. So like flip the undead stereotype on its head. So maybe I don't want to put undead in here and have them be, a little bit more sacred and like, oh, they're not just zombies. They're actually trying to help, And then remnants of broodmother. Okay, cool, gotcha. I thought there was somebody. All right. Nightmare spirits turning the players against each other. There's gonna be another encounter where these spirits are turning the players against each other to try and get them to betray each other. And that theme, again, the themes of betrayal, right? Mutated humans with latent minds through a shadowed past. This is gonna be the abomination, twisting and turning these abominations. And then there's going to be, yep. Okay, cool. So, this is going to be, let me see, tainted magic of transformation nation. That rhymes. And then I just had something. Oh no, I just had something. Spirits against each other, symbols of the past. Shoot, I just had something and I had to type that, so I lost it. Mutated humans. See, I lost it. I'm gonna try and see. I'm gonna try and work. I'm gonna try and get it back. Aberrations, undead, mutating, latent mind, nightmare spirits, symbols, possessing each other. Memory. There he is. Got it. Memory. How ironic is it that the thing I forgot was a memory monster? That's funny. Memory monster sucks out memories. What? Replaces. Trades memories. What? Interesting. So another thing is, one of the last things I build out and flush out in a dungeon are the encounters, the combat encounters. I can make combat encounters so easily. That's not like a flex. That's just, I know that's a strength of mine, but putting it all in the right spot, that's the hard part. So I want to be as fresh as I can to do the hard part, and then I'm ready to go, and I'm excited for some intricate combat stuff. So there's the creatures. Moving on to riddles. We got a super chat. Coulter, what's up, Coulter? The dungeon is alive. Perhaps the aberration was inspired from the nation who built the ruins, incorporating the structure into its being. Whoa. The memory ripe is because it's feeding on the magic within, and then causes collapse. Interesting. There's elements to it, because I'm trying to fit it around and into my lore of the world. Do I want the entire dungeon to be alive? I don't know if I want the entire dungeon to be alive, but maybe some parts of it are alive, and maybe since there's activity happening underground, like there's activity, like nobody's been here in a long time, and this activity is causing these like these moves and shifts underground to cause it to be unstable because of all the living pieces that are essentially holding some of the stuff up, so that's really interesting. I want to put like bullets. I want to have like maybe some bullet action going on here, maybe. Yeah. So I'm gonna throw in a bullet, and burrowing. Why I can't spell burrowing creatures. Yeah, I like that. And then the memory wipe is because the feeding of the magic within. Yep. Yeah. So the memory wipe is there's gonna be some other reasons. I have too many, because that's the problem, is if I throw in some curveball memory mechanic, then it's gonna be distracting to the core and all the clues and stuff. And I don't want to have a red herring and like be a dick about a red herring that is just, I want to do this cool thing because it's a cool idea, because that is a cool idea. But I want it to be like internally consistent, so it's always like makes sense. And when they figure it out, they're like, oh my god, all these signs pointed towards this. So the memory wiping can't come from that, but there's gonna be a memory creature in here, and there's an entire nation that had memory magic, so there's that. I love that, and I want to make sure I get everything inspired from the nation built the ruins. Yeah, nation who built the ruins was the that's another thought I just had. Who, I'm going to put this in a curveball after ruins. Okay. I'm going to put this as a question. Who built these ruins? I don't know. I'm going to put this question. I'm going to put it way up top here, and I'll put it on top of the goals. Who built the ruins? Which nation was in charge of building the ruins? I like that question. That's awesome. Another super chat. I would love to tour Evelyn S. Hey, Evelyn. I would love to tour how you organize your notes on Notion in a future vid. Yeah. I have a whole, because this is just a snippet. Like, I guess I can pull up this and make this smaller, and bang. So this is kind of like what it looks like. And there's like so many different categories over here. This is actually Alcanner's Almanac. Check that out. Whoa, what is going on there? That's crazy. Let me hide that. But anyway, yeah. So I do have a video that I'm going to be making and posting to my patrons. Adult Dragon patrons get access to my Notion. And I'm going to post a video for all of my Adult Dragon patrons that goes over this entire thing and this entire process. And yeah, I might at some point just make that. I'll make it public on the Dungeon Coach Plays channel. So yeah, I definitely will be doing that, Evelyn, for sure. I got you. All right, riddles. Are we there yet? Yes, we're at riddles. All right. So I want to have some riddles, and I have a fail a riddle, you fight stuff. I mean, that's just little note. These are the type of notes that I make for myself. And then there's a temptation riddle puzzle. I want that tempt them. I don't know if I said this earlier. I like Survivor. I have a temptation riddle puzzle where I give them a choice where individually they have to make this choice without talking to each other. You can gain a level. Like I would automatically grant one person a level, right? But if all players choose this, you all go down a level. Oh my gosh, wait, what? I'm going to lose a level? Wait, this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm lying to them. I'm bluffing them the whole time. There is not going to be any leveling up in this fashion. That would be a little crazy, kind of cool. I don't know. But I'm going to literally explain to them, like, if one person chooses to take it, then they gain a bunch of power, and everybody else is stays the same. But if nobody takes it, then they all stay the same. But if if more than one person takes it, then that's wait. You get the idea. If more than one person takes it, then they suffer the consequence, and it's like this whole greed battle thing, right? So the idea in the test is to not take it, to all decide not to take it, and no one betray each other, right? That's the whole thing. And if no one takes it, then they get something good, and then they get a buff, and they get a boon. I'm going to give them some cool boon and stuff. But if somebody betrays the other party members, that person is going to get a curse on them. And so I have that's all stuff written right here. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then, what's up? We got a Beard Bear with another super chat because you gave me a good idea. Beard Bear, I appreciate that. I'm just trying to rattle off some stuff here. And we haven't even look at our dungeon right now. It's pretty empty, huh? So I'm gonna keep rattling off some stuff. I appreciate you, Beard Bear. I'm gonna have a big old beard NPC for you, dude. No worries. So yeah, awesome. Okay, so that's the riddle. And as you can see by this red line, this is where I stopped. So I'm gonna remove the red line because you can do that in Notion. Ding, cool. And then now these are different puzzles. I have a big 10 nation statue puzzle. That's gonna be a huge one. I'm gonna turn this into a toggle list, and then I can type in the puzzle here. So index cards matched with sticky notes, matched with notes. And then I'm going to have, so this is going to be red. I'm going to have this be red text, and it's going to say paint I'm just going to call it flavor text, flavor text of scene, right? So this thing is now done, and I can change the color to red. Okay, cool. Oh no, sorry, change the color to blue because that's what I'm trying to mark and keep myself organized going through here. Oh, I was right the first time. I'm going to keep it to red because I could have just done Control Z. But this shows me in the same way here. It needs one thing, right? So there we go. So that's cool. Bridge of Trust. I don't know if I'm going to use a Bridge of Trust. And Buzzsaw of Trust. Those are different other puzzles that I've made up before. Test of the Betrayers. That's actually this thing up here. So I'm going to, so Test the Betrayers. Here we go. I'm turning it into toggle list. There's the toggle list. I'm going to grab all of these things, and this is end up turning into a Notion tutorial a little bit. So there we go. Now they're under there. I can delete the temptation riddle, and now I don't have any riddles, but that's fine. Test the Betrayers. We got that. I still need the curse effects. So this is in fact, I can just highlight it. There's a Control-Shift-H command. And then now this is good. So I can close that, and the Test of Betrayers, now that's red because I need something in there, but at least it's something cool. Memory image puzzle. I have a thing for like a puzzle for, and it's kind of a similar thing. They have these memory loss things that happen, and they have to figure out a different puzzle that's a memory loss puzzle. But I don't know if I'm going to have that be like a big central part of this whole thing, because I already have a memory puzzle to get into here. So maybe if I did have a memory puzzle, it should be further in. And this brings us to our first situation. So Wanders I'm going to say memory, God, what the memory puzzle. And it's got the circle one with the circles and stuff. So if there was another memory puzzle, I would have it be a memory image. I'd probably have it be revival room. I'd probably have it be here because this is going to be like the memory section. So I'm going to say memory image puzzle. Okay, so I'm starting to flush it out because of what makes sense, right? There's a theme to this section of memories, and the theme for here is going to be revival, and the theme for here is going to be some sort of watery stuff, and then I have other spots that I can plug in cool stuff, like the golem. Hey, okay, cool. All right, so shifting it back. Here we go. TJ Tibbetts, Mad Indiana Jones 3 vibes. I have not seen Indiana Jones 3. I think that's an old movie. I don't know unless it's the remix version because they keep remixing all this kind of stuff. But thanks, TJ. I'll take it as a compliment because that's a noteworthy, a famous, a good example. There you go. All right, so we are back to here. All right. So they must come together as one to stop the Lavishtar. The Lavishtar are the nightmare, like the nightmare people, the nightmare race in the nightmare realm. This is like big meta stuff here. So they must come together to change the opening. So this was a note I made myself of, I wanted to throw a puzzle to show that they have to come together to give a chance to stand together against, but I've already done this and I've already accomplished this elsewhere. I've already accomplished this earlier somewhere else in the dungeon from my other notes. And this was one of my earlier notes. So I'm going to delete that. And I feel like I've accomplished that goal. Because again, I'm talking about my goals here. And I could even say this themes, the past, revival mechanics. No, I'll leave that there. I don't feel like I've accomplished anything just yet. So now traps. There's a trap room. I really like this trap room idea. It's a trap room where you release a monster. And to solve this trap room, you have to corral the monster back inside a different room. So there's going to be some sort, I haven't flushed it out or whatever, but there's going to be some sort of hallway they're in, and they have to get through this door. And whenever they activate the trap, it's going to open this room, and there's going to be a huge freaking monster. And there's 2 rooms are going to open up. And there's going to be a huge monster in this room. And the only way to get it is there's a massive pressure plate. The entire floor of this chamber is a massive pressure plate. And they have to get this monster into this room, and as soon as the monster gets in the room, the door is going to start to shut, and this door opens. So you see what I'm saying? As soon as it pressures this plate, both of these rooms shut, and this door opens. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to be in a hallway, and then they're activating it. Both doors open, both doors open, and then this creature is going to come out, and they have to get it to the other side. You get the idea. So that's a thing I want to put somewhere. That sounds super cool, and I really like that. And while we're at it, we're going to just zip on over to here. So that has nothing to do with memory. That has nothing to do with a revival pool. So I feel like that has got to go. You know what I'm going to do here? I've done this before, but I can't do it like I normally do. I've done it on the kitchen table. I'll go freaking Sherlock Holmes and go crazy. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this and this. And I'm going to put this little sticky note here because I want to be able to move it around because I don't know yet. And I'm going to put, what do you want to call this room? Monster cage swap. That's gonna be my trap, monster cage swap trap. And right now it's gonna go there, but it could go here, and I could like move it up here. Now it's up here. I don't know. We haven't even put the hallways in this dang thing yet. So back to this. Chimera with the living wall. We have every single month I do PDFs, dungeon DC playbook PDFs, and we have traps and stuff in them. One of the rooms is a trap room with a living wall. A living wall would be very appropriate, especially back when there was plants and stuff. Maybe the living wall might be a good spot to put in the revival pool. Maybe I put it in the revival pool. So I'm gonna put it off to the side here, just so you can see what's going on. I'm gonna put living wall. Question mark. I don't know if I want to put that in there yet, but it could fit. If I wanted to keep the plant theme, 100% that thing would go in there. All right. What? Okay. So, I'm trying to get through this and then we'll go to the chat because it's already 9:30, guys, but I'm going to go a little bit longer here because I started late and I apologize. And I want to get something done here on this thing, right? So, keys. Mind Flayer battle vision scene. We already talked about that. There's going to be a Demigorgon seal, and there's going to be lores and clues to how to seal it up in there. Connections to Ivar. Ivar is one of the player characters. A Dreamweaver needs to perform the ritual to seal it back, which is a whole nother thing on some other lore parts of my world. Dreamweavers are the people that keep the Nightmare Realm at bay, and they keep things sealed up, and they are a barrier between the material plane and the dream realm. So anyway, the avatar of nightmares to stay sealed away each cycle that passes, and this Demigorgon is the avatar of nightmares for the ancient cycle. Breaks when the earthquake happens and they take the crystal. Yes, that whole thing is going to be awesome. Now, where does the crystal go? There's the whole big thing. Where does this crystal go? I'm looking at the map. Where do we put the crystal? This big, huge, first of all, so we have, oh, here we go. I'm going to use some more sticky notes here. We have, where would I think about putting that? There we go. We have Demigorgon cage. We have Demigorgon, like, where is he kept? Revival, memory, living wall, no, revive. I'm going to put it right here. Okay. So, Demigorgon. All right, cool. And then I also have the crystal to the revival crystal, which there's a big huge NPC that's very important, which is going to definitely be over here. Revival NPC. Okay. And then stone. So I'm going to put stone and revival NPC. And then I also, here we go. I'm going to get some, where am I sticking? There we go. And then there's also the golem, the protector golem. I love sticky notes. And then, so the protector golem would probably be over here. Protector golem. All right. Cool. And then, there we go. And those are some more pieces. We're still working through my pieces here. And then Texas, what? Oh, Midwesterner. What is there? Somebody talking about my accent? I don't have an accent. Flexes in West Coast. Okay, what? Okay, anyway. So let me go back through here because so I can put my more sticky notes in here so I can start really getting the big picture here. Golden Protector, we got that. Ancient Reach of People, Mind Flayers, okay, that's going to weave in there. The monsters and stuff will weave in there. We don't know a riddle. The big statue missing puzzle. We're going to have, I'm going to get different index cards. Whoa, I hate these kind of index cards. The ones that are like that, I don't know. Anyway, or sticky notes. We're going to have the Big 10 puzzle. The Big 10 puzzles gotta go. They gotta go in the middle. Yeah. So this monster cage thing is going to be closer here. And then this Big 10, Big 10 statues. Okay. So the Big 10 statue is going to be right there. Bridge of Trust, I don't know if I need it. Test of the Betrayers. Ooh, that's going to be a big thing. Test of the Betrayers. Is going to be where the earthquake is. Demigorgon, maybe, but the Demigorgon is sealed up. So would they test the Betrayers before the Demigorgon? This is me thinking out the logistics of people who made this dungeon, right? So would they... Also, so anytime I'm gonna preach by example. I'm gonna put this down. I cannot think of the betrayer test. Betrayer test. I'm gonna put that down here. I'm just gonna put it off the. I'm gonna keep it. Look. I'm gonna ran out of room. All right, I'm gonna put it right up here because I don't know where I'm gonna put that one yet. Because anytime you think. My nose itches. Anytime you think too long on that one thing, it's not ready yet. So I'm going to go back to the big board. All right. So Mind Flayer, Demigorgon Seal, we got that. Memory Fountain. Oh, Memory Fountain. That's a big one. Memory Fountain. Oh my God, Memory Fountain. Memory Fountain. Memory Fountain's got to go here. Right. So I've already realized I've ran into my first snafu real quick. So I have, let me put this up there. I have put myself into a corner here, and all these memory things, I have locked in myself to the center here. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to erase this Wanderer's memory puzzle, and I'm going to give myself some room here. So Wanderer's memory puzzle entrance, right? Also, I should have done this as a sticky note. I should have done this, and I was just going to like, right? And then memory image puzzle, which I don't even know if I wanted a memory image puzzle, right? So memory fountain is going to be in the center of this thing. So memory fountain, that's a big one. It's going to be in the dead center of everything, right? And then we're going to have the monster cage. And then I'm also going to have, let me see this right here. See, y'all are getting this literally feels like I'm making this like I normally do, but you guys are just with me on the process, so that's cool. I want to have, this is the thing I said I didn't know. I didn't know if I wanted it, the other memory puzzle, the memory image puzzle. And right now, looking at it, I don't want it. I don't want this memory puzzle right now, so I think I'm going to remove that for now, because they just solved the memory puzzle thing, right? Memory puzzle thing, and they come in here, and then what? They now have, I'm also, by the way, pink are encounters and yellow are puzzles. So this NPC, there's the NPC that is like a revival thing. There's going to be a fight there in that room. The Demigorgon, well, I guess the Demigorgon is not necessarily a fight, but they're not going to fight it right now. They would not be good. And then the Protector Golem is going to be an encounter in some fashion, whether it's a social encounter or combat encounter. So I'm trying to space out because I don't want to be like puzzle. I want to keep changing it up on them. So right now, I don't know if I want the memory puzzle. So I'm going to move these down, and then we'll keep it like that for right now. And then let me go back to the chat real quick. TJ Tibbets with a $22 super chat. Thank you, dude. I always have my Demigorgon made of liquid. Whoa. Specifically a ferrofluid type thing filled with energy. Dang, that's interesting. That way there can just be an evil looking pool of no touchy that will manifest him when the ritual is complete. Oh, that's interesting. A liquid Demigorgon. A liquid Demigorgon. What you've made me think of is I want to put in other ruins, my other ruins section. I want to have, I can't see my keyboard through the microphone. Liquid themed monsters. I'm going to have ooze. Liquid shaped monsters forming into other things. Shapeshifter. I love it, TJ Tibbets. I love it. DC Artificer, what'd you miss? The whole thing almost. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I am going to finish the rest of these keys. I'm going to finish the rest of these keys here, and as far as what's in the dungeon, and then I am going to give y'all a ready, set, go. I'm gonna say go, and then from that moment, I'm gonna say something in the chat. I'm gonna say go. I'm typing out go in the chat, and then I'll press enter. And then once you see that go, I want y'all to write any sort of ideas you think about for this dungeon, and then we'll finish off with my thoughts on y'all's thoughts. Right. So let me get y'all synced up on the same page real quick. Mind Flayer, we talked about that. Earthquake lore, extreme lore, memory fountain. We're at the memory fountain. Okay. Extreme lore section where the avatar is sealed, the avatar is released, maybe the thing that the betrayers realized. Okay, so this is definitely important. So you want to lore dump on your players, not too often, but at important times. So lore ancient dump. lore dump. There we go. So the lore dump, I don't know where I want to put the lore dump right now. I almost think I should put the lore dump near the Demigorgon. And then they could say something about the sealing of that, right? Okay, cool. And then earthquake lore on Rig Terrace. Yeah. Okay, so this is important. So extreme lore section is going to have all of this in there. It's going to have the lore on Rig Terrace. Rig Terrace is the ancient nation of the Earth magic people. And then that's going to be the earthquake lore baked in there. I'm going to put that in there. Lore on Nas and Havastus. This is a whole big thing of lore. Look at all this lore. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And then there's more lore there. Okay, great. This is the nation of Zalor. Info on being the ruins of a nation. I think that's going to be mini lore. We're going to have some mini lore. Mini lore on Zalor. That's going to be at an entrance somewhere. It's going to be at an entrance, probably at this water entrance right here. Oh God, whoops. Hey, there we go. Sorry about that. So the mini lore here, and then the big lore here towards the Demigorgon situation. Cool. And then, hold up, we got super chats, but I want to stay the course. Golem of Zalor being awakened. We already talked about that. We already have the golem. The great nation of Zalor is a separate thing, so I'm keeping that separate. Cool. This is the city where the massive battle happened. Oh, I forgot about that big battle scene. Ooh, this is a big one. This is a big one. It's a big one. That's what we'll say here in Texas. This is a big one. This is going to be mass combat zone. All right. Big mass combat zone. Where does that go? Big 10 statues. Yeah. We're going to put that right here. So this puzzle is going to get shifted up a little bit. And we're going to put this here. Also, as I'm building this, since I'm color coding it, I can help alternate myself of like they travel through stuff. You know, and ideally, if I were to start this over, I would have 3 different colors of index cards. Actual combat, puzzles, traps, riddles, and then any sort of social encounter or maybe exploration, which I think is different than a puzzle type situation. So maybe there'd be a 4th color, but really I think 3 colors is good enough. Okay, anyway, I'm going to make do with 2 colors. So then we're back. And then combat. Okay, city where the massive battle happened. Yes, combat in the battlefield. That is that right there. Cool. So I'm going to put this underneath that, I guess, tab. There we go. Cool. Flashback memory battle. This one's going to be a really cool one. There's a thing where I want them to walk in and they're going to get flashed back into another back then. They're going to get flashed back at the end of this memory puzzle. Oh my God, guys, we did it. So, flashback battle, flashback battle. All right. Flashback battle. All right. So now we're back to here. Huzzah. Which now I do want to bring back in the memory thing here. Okay, cool. So we're going to have a monster cage. In fact, no, we're not going to have a monster cage. This is great. I'm going to have a memory monster. That's going to be a monster. Then there's going to be the memory images puzzle. And then there's going to be a memory battle that might even tie in at the end of the puzzle. Like when they solve this puzzle, woof, they get sent back, right? And at the end of getting sent back, dream encounter, they wake up, they answer of what to do next at the end of vision. Okay, cool. So there's that, and this monster cage swap. I don't know where the monster cage swap goes now, so I'm going to put this over here because this is the branch towards not revival or memory or the past of the nations or the watery golem type stuff. Okay, cool. And we're back. And almost done through here. Then I'm checking the super chats. Then I'll give you all the go signal. Mind Flayer. Ooh, yeah. I don't have the Mind Flayer lore in there. Ooh, I see where to put it though. We're going to have Mind Flayer goes here. Right? And I'm already seeing there's got to be a combat that happens. There's got to be a combat right there. Anyway, combats that matter though. That's a whole nother conversation, which I probably won't be able to do a live stream on building the combats, although maybe I wait. I don't know. So here we go. So there's the Mind Flayers. Got that. Petrified people. Ooh, the petrified people. That is another thing. Petrified people. We could have that with the Mind Flayers. Mind Flayers, petrified. We just solved 2 birds with 1 stone, guys. Remember the Mind Flayer thing up here where we said Mind Flayer vision scene? this Mind Flayer vision scene is now going to merge with the Mind Flayer race, and that's going to go in there, and that's going to be petrified people, and that's all the same thing now. So you see how now it's all the same, and it's all together, all connected now. Sweet, done, awesome. That's another reason why I like Notion. I can just move stuff around like that, like my head, like my brain thinks. Mantle of a Dragon reference. Oh, I don't know. This is a lot. Okay, so one of my players has an ancient green dragon as a patron for a warlock, and I want to introduce another dragon, but I think this is too much going on. There's too much going on to introduce a dragon. Yeah, there's just too much going on. These ruins are too big. They're revival. But I could have a in fact, here we go. I'm going to take this, I'm going to drag it down here and put it into the other ruins. So this is going to be an other ruins thing. All right. And then clues I'm going to put up here, and there's going to be loot, and there's going to be clues / map of other ruins. And then I'm going to put hints of dragon book gold dragon. Okay. Cool. And then Mind Flayers, Fountain of Youth. Fountain of Youth. We already had the Fountain of Youth. Where's the Fountain of Youth? Memory Fountain. Boop, boop. Dragging it down here. Fountain of Youth. Earthquake triggers the crystal. We already got that. We have where the Fountain of Youth is. Here we go. We have where the Fountain of Youth is. We have where the crystal is. And we have the Demogorgon is going to get released. That's a problem. I want the players to for sure have these three things be interacted with. These three things for sure need to be interacted with. So I got to think about that. So I'm going to leave this for, I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to go through your guys' stuff before that. But I think I'm going to lightly draw lines between these three. I'm going to lightly draw in lines between those three. We'll see what that happens. And the last one is a body in the center of the ruins is dead. Only can be revived with that stone. This is the Nidus person. So I think I called this Nidus. Nidus is the NPC. And that's this person right here. This NPC that's dead. This is a very important NPC. Huge important NPC for the lore and stuff. So there we go. Here we go. Oops, I just pressed enter on the wrong spot. Let's go back to here. And I'm going to say go. All right. Any thoughts y'all have of what you think could be cool and added in there? Different things and pieces, hallways interacting, like different moves, or maybe they go from this to that. Level transitions from a place. Like I'm building out this city because this was a city that was collapsed in on and crushed by mind flayers and abominations, right? So there we go. I'm gonna let you guys go with it. I love that there's already a bunch of little things there. Let me check in on my super chat peeps. Reno, what? Where's our? Oh my God, we hit the goal, guys. Did we hit the goal? I can't. Let me make this bigger. Oh, I can't make it bigger. What's happening? Yeah, we hit the goal. Let's go. All right, sweet. We're gonna be doing a giveaway. I'm glad DC Artificer's here to help me with the giveaway. So stick around for a second. At the end of this stream, we'll do a giveaway. How this works is if you are a patron of mine, I'm going to buy you a D&D book and send it to you. Or if you're not, then I will get you the same value worth of PDFs on my website. I got a bunch of them now. And yeah, you can just go on a freaking shopping spree. So that's awesome. That's super cool. We'll do that here in a second. All right. Reno, you're crazy, dude. One for the road. Justin, this is just an NPC upgrade super chat. Gosh, Reno, I'm glad. What's so funny is there was a guard that was about to get, like, they introduced, and I have Reno's name written on the back of my Dungeon Master screen, and I was like, oh, this one will be Reno. But then I was like, no, it's just a little, no. So I'm glad I didn't, because now I will introduce Reno in a big way. I think Reno's going to probably be, maybe he's a wanderer, maybe he's a grasslands person, maybe he's one of the NPCs they were come across. I don't know. I love it. There's that. And next one, Coulter Wilson. What if the memory pool shows a future memory? What's so funny is one of the ancient magics that I had for the 10 magics of the ancient nations, one of them was time magic, but I switched it because I'm not crazy. And as a dungeon master, manipulating with time was something I wanted to take off the table, mainly because I normally would put that on the table because I love time travel type theory stuff. But last campaign, I had a chronomancy wizard and it had a huge time theme in there. So I purposely avoided time. That's one thing there. So as far as for my lore of how the magic works in my game, future memories would be impossible because I can answer questions like that of the lore of my world because certain magics only exist in certain nations had to figure out that magic. If they haven't figured out that magic, then you can't. And if the magic is two other magics combined together, then those two nations work together to make that happen. See what I'm saying? So anyway, so let me see it. Hint for the betrayer test, but it's a lie. Hint for the betrayer test, but it's a lie. Oh, interesting. So like some sort of hints and clues that they only by doing the opposite of what they say lets them pass. A future memory. I think what you have given me, Coulter, here, what you have given me the thought of is to go here. Oh, not there, here. I'm going to go to the betrayer puzzle. Where is it? Betrayer, memory, test of the betrayers. I'm going to add in here. I'm going to have this be like a gas that's put out on them. Voices in their head. Maybe that's different. Maybe that's different. Hold up. I think I have an idea. You just gave me, I have another idea here. In fact, this is, would it be riddle? Would it be key? I'm going to have it be a key here. So it's going to be entrance. Ooh, whenever they enter the dungeon. Yeah, it's going to be a straight up global thing here. Entrance, bang, bang. There's going to be a betrayer curse. Betrayer curse on all two players. Betrayer curse on two players because I have 4 players total. There's a betrayer curse on 2 players. Roll for NPCs. And they are going to have voices of doubt and questioning. What is that word? Questioning others. I can't spell questioning. Questioning. All right, sweet. I like that. I'm gonna have that be there as a whole thing, as a thing they have to overcome and beat. But I'm gonna spin it. RP spin lie to them. Whispers. What I mean by that is I want to talk to the players that failed the save. See, that feels bad. I want to have them, probably I'll just do it as just roll a d20 and then I'll go around and whisper them. I have all their saves written on the back of my Dungeon Master screen. So I'll say roll a d20 and then I'll go to each of them and whisper something. If they succeed on the save, I'm making this up right now. If they succeed on the save, I'm going to say that they know. Oh, see, I don't want them to notice because then it gets so meta. So if you fail the save, see, no, I have to do this without numbers because if they see the number, they're going to know. So, yep. I'm going to make this D20 rolls against them by this creature, almost like I'm attacking their armor class, if you want to think of it like that. So I'm rolling as the bad guys against them, and I'm going to roll against their would this be, let's see, charisma. I'm gonna roll against their charisma. So I'm gonna roll d20s, and their DC would be set as their 8 plus proficiency bonus plus their charisma modifier. I have that written down behind my Dungeon Master screen. I'm going to have that be their DC. I'm going to roll d20s against each of the 4 of them and then go around the table and whisper stuff. Or, just for COVID procedures, I'll probably get index cards, write out some stuff on the index cards and then hand them out. And you seem Like, and then at this point, they don't know. At this point, they don't know. Look what Coulter just sent me down the rabbit hole of. They would not know that who succeeded, who failed, all that kind of stuff. They would just know. The person that failed, I'd be like, you notice that Clara, the artificer, she's looking extremely suspicious, and she's starting to kind of like, her eyes are shooting around. She's making some weird moments, like reaching into her bag and stuff. Like, it's kind of weird, like untrusting, and then maybe they think, because I didn't even say what the rolls were. I'm just going to be rolling dice behind the screens and then telling them stuff. So they might think that they got a good perception check and they noticed something, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm in their heads. Like, there's not dice on the table getting in, like, oh, everybody make a charisma saving throw. Oh no, this person rolled low. So now I have lost my inquisitive mind to be able to play the game in a figuring out murder mystery type way. Yeah. Anyway, I could go on a whole rant on that. So, there's that. That's what the betrayer curse is going to be. So I'm going to roll against car save of theirs. Secret. Love it. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Coulter. Beard Bear, I won't be here for the idea part, and I don't have any ideas, but good night. Thanks for the idea you gave me. Sleep well when you do. Good night. Beard Bear, thank you, Beard Bear, coming in here, just spreading some love, Beard Bear. I appreciate it. I'm picturing Beard Bear having a beard, and I have a beard, so maybe I'm a little biased on that, but I appreciate you, Beard Bear. That's fun to say, Beard Bear. TJ Tibbets, thank you for the super chat. Cut the dragon, too much fun. I know. I can't believe I just cut a dragon. It wasn't going to be a dragon in there. It's going to be a book of a dragon. Speaking of book of a dragon, we got Fizzbands. Book of anyway, apparently y'all really like that video. All right. So, and we got another super chat is, hall walking closing trap, a door at the end, knock to enter through it, open without knocking it, and a big hand knocks your butt back and closes it. Hand wall closing trap, a door at the end, knock to enter through it, open it without knocking. Oh my gosh, I've heard of this trap before. That's a really funny trap. And I probably go too serious mode whenever I make dungeons and stuff, because I want this thing to be like the ruins of the ancient civilization. So like, funny door that pushes people back. I want to run that. I want to put that in a one shot. I'm making a little note of that. Pushback door. I'm making a little note of that to put it in my my spreadsheet of notes, Admiral. So that's awesome. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to read through these comments and then wrap it up, because oh my gosh, it's almost 10 o'clock. But here we go. Where did I said go? Where did I say go? There we go. Go. Okay. So, Zorn Geherb Durs. Oh yeah. Earth-related non-combat monsters, living lore dump. Ancient Earth monster city also connects the plane of Earth, which contributes to the... Oh baby. All right. I guess I'll go into this view. So here we go. We got creatures, and we're gonna have here Zorn, Galeb Durs. Galeb Durs. Love it. Earth based abominations. That's a great idea. Oh my god. File Kerr, great job. Reese Rudy, memory door is the memories of the corpses or statues that everyone can enter, but only players remembering their experiences when they come out of the entrance. Maybe a lore dump entry. Corpse of a statue everyone can enter, but only players remember their experience when they come out of the special entrance. Memory doors, memories of a corpse or statue. Interesting. So like a memory transition where they have I'm going to put this on a side index card. Memory transition. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're going. Chamber that allows to shift the layout of a dungeon using a mind flayer tentacly device. almost entirely destroyed, but can be used to open the path to Demigorgon. Needs something to activate. I know where that's going. That's going to other ruins, because the Mind Flayer ruins, I have not flushed out the Mind Flayer ruins yet. This is technically the ruins of, starts with a Z. I don't have all the ancient cities memorized, but there's a Mind Flayer ruins, and that's going to go in there. So Mind Flayer puzzle shifting ruins, shifts and moves as they are in it. They have to find controls. Yeah, that's super cool. That's super cool. Of course, Andre, you'd come up with that. Got a great mind, bro. Derek Hammer, Temptation Riddle should have red herring. Have int or whiz save, roll the players to see, and have the temptation really, really good argument to the highest roller. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, Abria's Spider Queen. Oh my God, I want to do that. Oh my God, I want to do that. Have the players to see the temptation really, really good argument to the highest roller. Wait, have it player to see and have the temptation make a really, really good argument to the highest. Oh yeah. Okay, so I want to put that in as an item. I want to put that as an item. So cursed item of Abria. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what the power is going to be. Possibly mind control. That's really cool. I want to do that. And I just put Abria Iyengar's name in there to remind myself of that Spider Queen situated. Oh man, that's so cool. That's going in there for sure. Reese, if the crystal is revival based, make it animate some of the dead monsters that are already killed in the dungeon. Suddenly the dungeon is a colossal death trap. Unique decisions or fight. Ooh, so it's revival. So the things that they killed come back. The things that they kill come back. That's interesting. I want to put that. I gotta put it in this key situation. Revival. Things killed come back. Zombie version. So when they're in, when inside of the revival, I can't revival. I don't know. Inside of revival room, creatures keep coming back. How to stop it? Take crystal. Ooh, I don't know. I love it. I love that. That's really good. Reese, come here. Random clues to sprinkle throughout the dungeon that foreshadow the decisions they'll make, and they need to level up puzzle. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Entrances. I'm gonna put here. I'm gonna go foreshadow. I love foreshadowing. I preach foreshadowing. I love it. I'm gonna sprinkle it all in there. Life's trials will test you and shape you, but don't let them change who you are. Ooh, foreshadow. What just happened? Life's trials will test you, but don't let them change you. Ooh, I'm gonna I'll leave it like that. I might embellish on it. Love it. Fake false memory room becomes something. Memories lead us to astray, and we're not who they seem. I want to have the monster do that. So memory monster. Did I put down a memory monster? I don't think I did put down the memory monster. Memory monster. Give false memories. Love it. Where we at? They're only strong as united, as weak as we are divided. Oh, that's a big one. We are only as strong as we are united, as weak as we are divided. That's some next level writing stuff right there, man. Of course. No wonder you're a writer, dude. I love that. I literally earlier was like, I want to have some sort of thing about like being standing united and stuff. And so that's literally got my head on that one. The Fountain of Youth memory elicits the memory of creatures that were younger and memories, memory fountain. Memory fountain. I gotta go down to the memory fountain. Flashback memory battle. Where's my memory fountain? There we go. Memories of others from the past. Yeah, done. Valkyr, Zorm Galabdurs, yes. Have NPC the fight. Okay. I think I'm back now. Perhaps cities rebel blocks certain patches, make the dungeon seem bigger than just plot relevant stuff. Oh, yeah, Reese, for sure. That thought crossed my mind, but I want to make sure that I put that in here. Dead ends, all over, for the layout because it's just freaking rubble everywhere. Yeah. Check, I want to say checks, make checks. Minigame. All right. Revival pool contains creatures that should have died but couldn't. Maybe ancient blights and bugs or Arak creatures. I do want to put in bug creatures, but I don't think I'd put them here because this is revival. So this is gonna be Gith. It's gonna be the Gith situation. So maybe I throw in some Gith. Oop, not here. Creatures, Gith. All right. All right. Oh man. There's no way I can catch up with this, and it's already 10:05, guys. Okay. Wow. I'm gonna try and scan. I'm gonna do a quick scan. Crystal Facet, show reflections. Nightmare Beast. Ooh, Nightmare Beast. Crystal Facet, show reflections of the Nightmare Beast. Ooh. I gotta have Demigorgon room. Where's the Demigorgon? There we go. I'm gonna say visions, flashes, or visions of it in action. Nightmare energy. Love it. All right. Crystal Facets, not legal. Discord. What is the thing? Okay. Reno or freaking DC Artificer, do the giveaway right now. Bang, bang, bang. Giveaway, and we'll see who wins it, and make sure we talk to him. We can get him and get in contact with him so I can see what I can hook you up with. Because we hit the goal. Guys, honestly, in all honesty, we have not hit the stream goal in about 3 months. 4 months maybe. So I really do appreciate that, because these live streams really did used to be a big chunk of like what makes me be able to do this, and they dropped off and other things picked up, and that's this YouTube situation. So that's no problem, but I really do appreciate that, especially with this being a campaign builder live stream. That's really awesome. So I appreciate all you guys and for being here. This has been fun. Yeah. So hit me up with that winner, DC Artificer. Seismic alarms go off when the rival parties of nations or other nations know that. Oh, you just reminded me of something that I wanted to do, Reese. Keys. I'm gonna have the keys. Is it the key thing? No, this is a creature thing. The creature thing is going to be other. Oh wait. Oh no, it's going to be the Nightbane. Night's Bane. It's that's another whole lore thing. Intruder. Okay. There it is. Reese, you're full of ideas, dude. Let the memory, glimpses, and visions of battle come with a static and a weird distortion between. Save against fear, paranoia, telepathic consequences, some sort of lingering something or other. That'd be cool. Like you have like some sort of lingering memories from being connected to that person. So I'm gonna put that in the flashback memory battle. I'm gonna put that at the end here, and I'm gonna put lingering issues from your person you became. Love it. Closing random. Did you skip me? Big sad. Did I skip Reese Rudy? Going back. The fountain of youth memory fountain elicits memories of creatures that they were younger. And I put that in the fountain. I put you in the fountain. Memory door. The memory shows a statue with everyone in her, but the players. Yeah, and I got you that on my index card there. So I got you, Reese. Maybe I read that late. I don't know. It's 10. Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm way past it now. And then Derek Hammer coming in the super chat. Thanks, Coach. Always fun to watch you do your thing. Appreciate it, Derek. I remember you throwing something. You threw some good stuff out there too. Yeah, let's go. And then Fry Minis. Oh my God. How about some Banderhobs? Somebody kick Fry Minis. Somebody kick Fry Minis out of the chat, please. Thank you. Okay, cool. Go grocery shopping, Fry Minis. Just go. Why don't you go get some groceries? Okay. Are you even real? I don't know. That's a joke. Who got it? Reese got it. Reese got it. Wait. Yeah, Reese has been on fire with just rapid fire shooting off ideas. I have officially went insane with ideas. Yes. I love it. That's so awesome. And it's like the chat knew that you were been killing it so much. That is awesome. So yes, Reese, talk to DC Artificer. He'll get you set up with me, and then we will get you all hooked up, bruh. And you're already a patron, so you think about what book you want. If there's any PDFs on a website that you want, we're gonna freaking hook it up, dude. This was awesome. And then there's Reese Rudy. There's so many Reese's pieces. All right. Anyway, thank you guys. Appreciate that so much. We hit our goal and some. Super awesome. And wait, how is this still me? Is the boss broken? That's weird. So anyway, oh, Reese, I'm sorry. I was just looking at, I think I was looking at Derek Hammer whenever I said the whole patron thing. So Reese, you're good. You don't have to be a patron. You're fine. We'll get you hooked up and get you all set up with a bunch of PDFs. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I'm sorry that I was late, but hopefully this went going a little longer, getting this thing fleshed out. All I'm going to be doing now is getting this and laying out the dungeon, getting some wrong steps in here. I'm going to draw it out on a separate sheet of paper, label it with numbers, and then come in here with numbers and flush it out. And that would be a whole nother process, but maybe we can do that in another live stream. Or I might go crazy and flush it all out, just so I'm ahead of the game, so I can focus on Alcanar's Almanac and keep writing that book, baby. So anyway, thank you guys so much. Stay creative. Think outside that box. Reese Star, freaking talk to DC Artificer. Where's the button?